Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today we're doing another quest battle, aren't we? We're doing it for Dark Mail, and yeah, the best place to get Dark Mail apparently is off the back of another beastman. So we're going to take down Graktar and steal his clothes. Beastmen are fun, aren't they? You don't really get this. You don't really get this with humans being like, "All right, guys, we're going to battle." Why? I love his shirt. Okay, we're taking his shirt. All right, yeah, sure. You're the boss. So lame. Alright, cool stuff. Another cool map, actually. Like, there were some really interesting battle maps for quest battles in Warhammer 1, because like just these little bits of terrain, there's these little cliffs, you know, short enough to be able to like position things up here to shoot from. Like it's good. It's just good. You know, some tree cover around the outside for flanking in cover. Like it's just interesting. I just like it because you know, just having trees on the edges is actually a huge thing, like tactically. For a game like this, because do you position stuff in the trees so you can surprise anything that might try and you know come in from your flanks, right? Use that to protect your flanks with an unknown force, or do you try and make sure there's enough space between you and the trees so their flanking, you know, expeditions, their little vanguards are going to be wasted? You know, they're going to have to still travel across. So you know, do you decide to utilize it or create space, or just you know, wing it and hope that they're not going to try and take advantage? I just think it's really cool. You know, it's just really simple. But yeah, I honestly had overlooked how good some of the map design was in Warhammer 1. It's so simple. A nice small map as well. Maps don't have to be big, they just have to be interesting. But yeah, this is actually gorgeous. I think maps this size are brilliant. I think I want to see more of these. Love this. This is cool. I'll put a herd stone up in what looks like a town of some kind. Very cool. Sucks to be the town, obviously. Yeah, fun. But yeah, Warhammer 1 generally, if someone said, "Oh, what are the Warhammer 1 maps like?" I would say, "Oh, terrible." Just, yeah, I mean, like, fit for purpose, I guess. You know, they were nice in that they had, oh, we can Vanguard basically everybody, so I might as well, right? You know, they were sort of nice in that they had, you know, big flat maps if you only have a couple of maps. You know, if you can't make a billion maps, then you want to make ones that are just sort of big and empty, and you know, you can let the army decide, right? The generic nature of a big flat map actually opens up a lot of opportunities, because you know, people don't really focus on what the map is like if it's very generic. It doesn't seem like it's the same map all the time, because there's nothing to really pull focus. You know, to sort of stand out as a landmark to go, "Oh, hang on, I've been to this place." I feel like we have too many groups. Whatever, let's just get you guys running in, yeah? And you guys too. And if you could start shooting, that'd be grand. Really, you're all gonna... Yeah, you go handle him. And alright, we're getting in there anyway. Okay. I mean, I could Doom and Darkness someone. That's about it. I mean, I could Soul Blight, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. This is working. But yeah, I would generally say that, you know, in terms of how interesting Warhammer 1 maps are, I would say they're not. You know, I'd say, well, they're absolute trash, aren't they? They're this is a waste. They're all flat and boring. But that was sort of necessary at the time when they only had so many maps. Like, if you only have so many maps, make them generic. You don't want people doing like this map every time because it's not generic enough. It would feel as though it was, you know, a specific thing. And yeah, you don't want that. God, these guys are holding out longer than I'd like. Not much longer, obviously. Okay, let's go handle you guys. Ooh, spicy. Some spicy minos. Oh, get out of here. Alright, go on. Shoot those Minotaurs. And yeah, you escort everyone out of battle, please. And one of our Minotaurs run into their Minotaurs. And, you know, we'll make a day of it. Alright, Soul Blight them so they're doing less damage. Let's get our chariots out of there. And I mean, yeah, it seems like our Ungor spears are doing a great job. What is this formation you guys have got going on? Oh, Graktar sent more boys. Oh boy. Okay, that's a bit frightening, isn't it? It's a little frightening. Oopsie poopsie. Alright, let's move you guys this way as well. Yeah, you've had it. Oh no. Oh no. It's alright, we can get into their razor chariots, no problem. Yeah, I was hoping to talk about map design. But I gotta say I've been a little busy. Good stuff. And yeah, if you guys could maybe handle. There we go, we're fine. And oh. Yeah, let's get you moving that way. They have a Cygor over there, that's cool. Come on, mate. Come on. Really? Can't afford a Soul Blight again? Oh, and you just got knocked over, apparently. Let's try that again. And, ooh, don't have the Razorgore chariots running around. So, what are the chances that you've run way off? Yeah, you've run right away. There is a Lord over there, though. That's Graktar. Should we just kill Graktar? No, we destroy everything, apparently. That's fine, we can destroy everything. Yeah, you go attack the Cygor. I reckon you on your own can handle that. Chaos Spawn are unbreakable, of course, so they're going to be there in a little while. Those are Vestigors. You're going to run into those Vestigors, mate. You got to. And you know, you're going to buff yourself, too. A heck of a lot. Alright, just nail them, yeah? Some more Ungor spears are having trouble, but I mean, they're Ungor spears, so who cares? And wow, you actually tore through those guys, huh? Amazing. Amazing, love to see it. Man, Discouraged is such a powerful effect, isn't it? And yeah, this is fine. I mean, I prefer our chariots are moving around, but moving around where exactly? I don't know. Alright, let's bring you back this way. Come on, mate. Come on. Got more Bestigors to best. Igor. Alright, go get him. Attaboy. Oh yeah, they've had it. All the Minotaurs charging in from the other side as well. That's brutal. Really cool battle, this. This has worked out great. Alright, go kill Graktar, okay? Go kill Graktar. You're on your own, mate. You're on your own. Okay. And don't lose sight of him, yeah? Don't want to be hidden in this forest. I mean, running around a forest... oh yeah, okay, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Because everyone's got Strider now? So yeah, we just sort of ignore trees now, which is kind of cool. That's right, just roll over him. Oh, he's discouraged. Oh, chariots are on the way back. And, okay, you're all stuck on guys again. We have almost taken out these Cygors with a unit of Ungor head. Cygors are not great in melee, they're really not. It's kind of embarrassing. Alright, how are you getting on? Look, buff yourself. I feel like you're not really hitting him, Khazrak. Like, he's too far in front of you. You know, you gotta like get down and walk up to him. In fact, he seems a lot bigger than you too. You notice that? Khazrak's quite short when he's on his chariot. Okay, this really is just a fight to see whether Graktar or this pig gets to be king. So, you know, I'm all for it, frankly. Alright, they've all had it, and yeah, I think he's unbreakable, isn't he? They wanted this duel to happen. Which does seem like the pig is going to win. So let's just enjoy it, yeah? Go on, get him, pig. Get him. That's right, push him into a tree. Go on, get him. Pig, you're going to take that lying down. Yeah. There we go. Oh, wait, no, he's still alive. Little sod's still alive. And then we were actually able to get him with a sword at that point, which is, you know, fitting. Feels like we actually defeated him, which is nice. Very cool. I enjoyed that. But yeah, Warhammer 1 maps tend to be big flat squares with nothing in them, because, you know, when you can only make a few, and you have a million combinations of different armies and stuff, just let the armies speak for themselves, and then make quest battles stand out a bit. But when you're 3 games deep, there should just be like a billion levels like this that just show up in rotation and like interesting little combat theaters, you know? This is better map design. Whereas, yeah, this is rare in Warhammer 1, basically. So Warhammer 1 has some of the best map design and some of the most purposefully generic map design. And yeah, I think that's a shame. I mean, everyone was asking for larger maps for some reason. I don't know why. Unless you have larger armies, the larger maps don't do anything. So, you know, I like this. I like this very much. I think Warhammer 2 had the worst maps. Genuinely, I think I had like most of my worst experiences in battles. Like the most times I'd go, oh, this stupid map was Warhammer 2, because there were so many that were just like, rather than just like a big empty square, it would just be like, oh, this entire map is trees, you know, and that was so annoying. Or like, oh, this entire map is just one big hill, and your enemy starts at the top of the hill, so you have to fight uphill regardless. And like, it was really dumb. Or sometimes it was even just like, you start at the top of the hill. I would still go, oh, alright, well this is pointless to even fight then, because I'm just going to walk down the hill and everything will die. Because yeah, you get big bonuses fighting downhill. So, you know, just it was dumb. So Spawn Wrangler means extra unit capacity for Chaos Spawn, which is nice. An army somewhere will be able to take advantage of that eventually. So Chaos Spawn are not as easy to control and corral, but some Gauls are deft at doing just that. Alright, Tuskgore Chariot. Barmu Death Herd. Pugnacious and Stubborn. Pugnacious is a good word. The war beasts that pull these ramshackle chariots are grotesque combinations of Great Boar and Mighty Ram. And we have the Dark Mail. Good, that's what we're here for. Oh my god, his top is so cute. Let's go to war. Just amazing. So we got the Dark Mail. This ancient suit of chainmail can counter the fanciful enchantments and magics of enemy blades. So, you know, hero success chance down, armor up, spell resistance fine, but just the passive here, just if you're in combat, getting that 20% damage resistance, and the extra spell resistance, and the extra armor, of course, but just that damage resistance is huge. Really nice. And yeah, we did that. So more favor, more dread. We have a lot of dread now. And in fact, we can almost afford the Spired Herdstone upgrade. So I think we can get these to level 4 before we build our next one, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. I'm pretty happy. I feel like we've sort of jumped ahead a lot from those quest battles. So, are we actually going to upgrade any of our guys? We should probably upgrade our chariots, right? Because we are relying on them a lot. Although, I mean, yeah, having a Bestigals and things better as well feels like an important task. So let's do that. That is so purple, isn't it? Look how purple he is. It looks like tie-dye or something. Like, this guy is going to a rave. I'm sorry, he's definitely going to a rave. Now let's see. Purple sun. Nice. Nice. We have no magic, though. So one thing that's a problem is I don't think... Oh yeah, we do. Raiding stance. Raiding puts up magic power reserve. I was saying, I don't think we have a channeling stance, but I guess we do. I guess we technically do. Now let's see here. Ooh. Let's get you... Wound Maker. Oh, and you're doing more damage. More damage, more of the time. Warhammer Plus. Okay, let's do that. And then you can't reach there. Damn. I was trying to be sneaky so we could attack that and then bounce off of it and have the movement to get over here. So this is awesome. This is really, really cool. I didn't realise they'd done this. But they made Marienburg an actual, province. So you could have all the different, quarters, basically. Because, yeah, there is an elven quarter. I like they made that sort of autonomous, which is, that's kind of the case, really. The elves come and go and they bring trade, but they demand their own little space. And so the Marienburgers leave them to it, because, it lets them bring in goods for them to trade, so it's useful. It's a good arrangement to leave them alone. Also, I imagine that... it'll be up here, right? The Altdorf should have a similar situation, I think, on this map, which is pretty cool. Bocal, we can upgrade more. Oh, actually, it seems that if you just get to tier 3, you get additional building slots. Is that right? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. Does that give you... That's still 2 construction slots. Okay, so you can always pick 2. That's cool. I thought it's because we're in Black Pit. And Black Pit was like a 10 settlement. Like a 10 building slot settlement. So, that's good to know, though. We just get this everywhere. So what other bonus would I want over here? Casualty replenishment rate, maybe? More Winds of Magic Power Reserve would be useful, and it provides us line of sight, which I think is also kind of powerful. We could also build this bigger so we have more plagues, and it gives us a couple of giants in the garrison. I think that's worth doing, because if we can get this garrison as good as it looks like it's going to be... this is giving us additional garrison as well, that extra building slot. So I think we can probably make this garrison good enough that it can fight off armies that come and bother us. Hopefully. Hopefully. And I guess we can afford these upgrades, but I'm not sure I necessarily want to. And yeah, let's do that for more Winds of Magic as well. I think those are the best 2. But, yeah, our income is... Well, we have some income here, because we're actually raiding. So raiding does get us a bit of cash. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. If you can fight a battle instead, that's probably better. But while we're doing nothing else, we might as well. Yeah, I was going to try and be sneaky and attack this. Because, you get the extra movement, and you always bounce off first. So I was hoping to bounce off, move into this territory, and then raid. Because I imagine you'd get a lot better income from raiding here. It is also interesting that only a bit of the city of Marienburg is going to be within our blood grounds. So just half of, a quarter, I guess, of Marienburg is just going to be a ruin for the foreseeable future, which is kind of fun. I like that a lot. This is cool. I really wish Warhammer, the vanilla experience did stuff like this with larger cities. I think it'd be really cool. Because then it'd feel like a real, it would just feel like a big deal, I think, fighting over these areas. Each with their own garrisons and stuff. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be really interesting. Anyway, moving on. Okay. So, do I attack that, or do I go for this guy first? He is going to be tired. He has a terrible army. And the Palace Burt doesn't have much of a garrison.
Unachievable.
We're a little injured, though. I think I'm going to attack here, right, and then I'm going to upgrade some of these buildings. Because I think it would be nice. Does this that gives extra capacity for our Winds of Magic, which isn't too bad. I can upgrade that in the next tier, which I guess I can get, actually. Alright, we're going to try and upgrade to Squalid Encampment, I think. Although that's 6 grand, and I really want access to these units. Yeah, I think we want to get access to those units. I spent a huge amount of money on these places, and I guess I could spend even more. That gives a Feral Manticore as well. Ooh, and dread gained from battles faction-wide. Oh, damn. That's a big deal. I didn't realise that was a bonus later on. Now I really feel like we need those. Let's just attack this first, anyway. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need to fight it. That feels like a waste. And I guess I'll go for the cash. Although I think we might need some replenishment, actually. And the ritual is available in Black Pit. Lovely. But I don't want just 10. I want to take the Palace Burt, and then I want to head over to like Fassberg, Glimdwaro, you know, Grossfer. I want to head over here. Take these down too. So, you've caused enough devastation. Sure have. No, I haven't. I've never caused enough devastation. Extra attrition when besieging a place. That's nice. And so now, I mean, raiding isn't really going to do anything, but I can go in my little hidden encampment.
No!
No, don't hide. I love looking at you. I love looking at you, Khazrak. I'm doing a lot of voices today. Apparently that's just a thing I'm doing today. Right, so we can get Centaurs. We can get some Centaurs, which, to me, sounds like a great idea. Let's get rid of our Ungor herd. Because actually, I think the Spearmen are more useful. I think they're genuinely more useful. Although, they don't have the weapon strength, do they? You know what? I won't need as much anti-large if I've got a bunch of Centaurs and stuff running around as well. Like, I think any large stuff we can just jump on top of. So, let's get rid of... Although now I feel like this isn't a set anymore. Alright, I'm going to get rid of these two. So I can get my Centaurs. Because I wouldn't like to have just one Ungor Spearman herd and two of them. And I don't know. It was all wrong. It was all wrong for me. I have all spears. Right, let's get some of them in. And yeah, we're probably going to replace most of our infantry anyway. Once this is upgraded, because we'll be able to get like 1 or 2 Zangors, 1 or 2 Pestigors, 1 or 2 Corncores, right? And maybe another Goreherd and Goreherd shield. So it'll all be Gauls, at least. You know, Gauls or marked stuff. So all the Ungors will probably end up free, out in the wild, doing whatever they like. Probably will eat them, I don't know. We'll probably eat them. I could also confederate a new lord, but that feels like a waste. And I don't think we could even field them anyway. Because we haven't leveled this up at all yet. We're not even on the first thing and we can confederate someone. It's just, that's silly. I feel like these should have a, you know, a requirement. Like you need to be on like devastation, you know, what, ruination level 6 or something before you can confederate. You know, you have to be proven before you can do it, I think. And yeah, new horde armies and new lords would be better. I mean, this would be huge if we could do this. That puts up army capacity. Yeah, alright, before we do the ritual, we definitely want to try and get this done, but we are going to go for the Spired Herdstone. But yeah, I don't want to recruit anyone if we're going to miss out on that 5, you know, those 5 levels. But anyway, let's crack on, shall we? Sons of Goros. Do love the Sons of Goros. They're good. They used to be such a big deal in multiplayer, because the thing that Beastmen really struggled with is they basically had no magic damage. They had spells, sure, but they had no magic damage. And so anything with like, you know, anything ethereal, basically, you could just field that and win. It was that simple. You know, you couldn't really do anything about it. And Sons of Goros had magic weapons, and they were the only unit who did. And so it's still tough, because everyone just knew to single out the Sons of Goros if they had, like, ethereal units or anything. Things like vampire counts would just mess up Beastmen all the time. It was so difficult to win in those fights. However, you could do it. A lot of cycle charging. A lot of cycle charging. A lot of, like, you know, sneaky Ungol raiders to destroy their inevitable Mortis engine. It was a lot of fun. Some really fun battles between those factions. But yeah, Sons of Goros was so important to get rid of the ethereal stuff. And magic, of course. But yeah, it was twere tough times for the Beastmen. And yeah, that was before, I'm pretty sure... Give a look at the Grey Shaman, actually. Is it Aspect of the Dread Knight? Yes. Aspect of the Dread Knight. They added that causes magical attacks. And also the same with... was it Occam's Razor, I think, for Law of Shadows. So you really had to bring Law of Shadows as well. Actually, no, it wasn't Occam's Razor. It was one of them. It was one of them. But Occam's Razor was also great because it's just a big damage bonus. So you'd put that onto Minotaurs, and then the Minotaurs would be swinging for like a couple hundred damage each. And you could just chew through anything big. It was terrifying. Especially when the Beast Lord, he had a bunch of like really powerful like melee attack bonuses. He had a couple of abilities that buffed melee attack that you could use right on the offset. So you'd proc both of those, give something Occam's Razor, and they'd have like 90 melee attack. And, you know, 150, 200 weapon strength. Would just tear through anything. Like a whole front line would just tear through everything. It was great. Man, I miss playing Beastmen in multiplayer. You know, back in quick battles. I can't be bothered with the new multiplayer mode. It's too, yeah, it's too all over the place.
Never.
You know, all the objectives and stuff. No, just get two armies and bash them together. That's what I miss. I say that. I'm sure I have the option. I can't really be bothered to play multiplayer these days. But, you know, I remember it fondly. Alright, well, he's off then. I guess you're just going to leave the palace undefended? Alright, how about Swiddock or Templewick? Probably leave them too, huh? Right, that is simple. That's very simple. I think we still need to fight it though, because I don't really want medium casualties. There'll be medium casualties on units I'm probably going to sack. Yeah, I'm probably just going to sack them. And yeah, we're going to lose them entirely, but that's fine. Yeah, that's actually fine. Let's get loads of money. Love loads of money. It's my favourite one. So that's pretty good. And actually, we did suffer way higher casualties I thought we would. Jeez. So, alright. I'm gonna go to Fastberg. Should have entered that stance because that was the point of doing this. For God's sake. That puts spell mastery up a bunch, but it hurts to use it. That's kind of cool. Causes damage to yourself, but it's going to make your spells much more potent. 60% much more potent. And wins a magic power reserve per turn is very important. Let's give that to you. It does mean we won't have the Jagged Dagger anymore, which is a shame because there's the extra damage and power recharge. But... oh, that's the enemy reserve is down. Oh, forget that then. And should you have Everbleed? I think maybe you should have Everbleed now. Because it's not equipped on anyone. And you should probably have the Trickster's Helm, so you can have some barrier points as well. Now that Dark Mail is equipped here. And we have no enchanted items for you, mate. Aw, bless. Poor little fella. Okay, let's get him... Houndmaster would help none of our units, that's cool. Underhoof. Better chance of intercepting things using, you know, any of the sort of teleportation stances. Yeah, it's apocalyptic vision that you could get in multiplayer. And here, obviously. But yeah, it was that, and there was another thing as well. There was an item, I think, that the Beast Lord could equip. It wasn't Khazrak, it was a Beast Lord that had it. That was very powerful. Similar thing, you know, similar sort of like plus 24 melee attack or something. Let's see. Ooh. Do you want better Purple Sun? I think maybe we do. Let's get better Purple Sun. And you can get better Wound Maker. Good. And we can't do any recruitment because I'm stupid. Oh, we can still get Regiment of Renown though. So these don't have the same army caps. So actually getting the Sons of Goros and the Grog Hooves of Wolf's Run would be quite handy. Wouldn't they? I think they probably would. Alright, let's get the Sons of Goros. They're great. And you see? Magic damage. Yay. Let's not upgrade any of these buildings. As much as it would be nice. In fact, let's have a look at our garrison. Our garrison is pretty great now. It has a couple of giants in it. And has 3 Razor Gores in the Center Gore now. So we've got some pretty good mobility. We have a couple of Bestigores in here as well. And we have a Wizard. And we have a Wizard who has Lore of the Deep. What? Oh no, that's not Lore of Deep. Sorry, I saw the tentacle. I thought it was Lore of the Deep. No, it's Lore of the Wild? Yeah, Lore of the Wild. That's the one. I can remember things. Okay. I think that's us for the turn. Oh, hang on. God, we are so close. 70 more? Like one more battle. And we can put these up another tier. That's really good. It's really good. Say we're still on the first, you know, hurdle in the, you know, the ruination points or whatever they're called. That's pretty crazy. We might need to wait for a certain moon. We'll have to check where we are to see if we can get a bigger bonus. And got another challenge completed, which is weird because you have to do a challenge in order to unlock the ability to research them, but when you research them it says challenge completed. So the challenge is waiting a little while, not the kill X number of things wearing a hat kind of challenge. Anyway, like wolves upon sheep, beastmen prey upon all civilization, as they have since the beginning. A plus 10% weapon strength when fighting dwarves, high elves, wood elves, dark elves, men. And recruit a chariot. I mean, maybe. Recruit an additional lord, if only. If only we could do that yet. So, there's a lot of baddies. There's quite a lot of baddies here. And we're still quite injured. So let's go to our hidden encampment and start heading this way. And yeah, Din Siobhan just, like, walked in here. Wow, you got another army there? I mean, it's all crap, but... Well, there's some good stuff here. There's like a cannon and things. It's nice. But, yeah, interesting that they've sort of nabbed the palace. Interesting. Also, we will need to declare war on another faction here. And probably another. Yeah, we're going to be at war with a bunch of people soon. Which makes me a little worried about the likes of Black Pit. This is going to get attacked by, like, all these armies.
Not likely.
Not likely. Well, yeah, very likely, actually. Feels almost certain at this point. Yeah, Winter Magic Power Reserve capacity, I mean, it is going up a bit. Is it worth putting that up? I mean, I really want to put this up, actually. Get more dread per turn. That would be lovely. And Cacophonous Assault is awesome, actually. That's really cool. I really like that. I really like that. Although it is a, it is an ability. You actually use it. Or is it just, it lasts for it triggers just immediately when you start the fight? Oh, so that's it, yeah. So it's the first 45 seconds of a battle. Yeah, that's fine. Never mind. I was thinking we had to activate that like an army ability, but no, it's a map-wide hex. Right, let's do something. I don't know what. I think we need to upgrade this. I think we need to upgrade his squalid encampment. I'd like to upgrade all this stuff as well, but honestly, I think we need yeah, we need to get some stuff done. So we can get one of each of the marked guys. We can get 2 more gore. So, you know, one of each, and then 2 more gore. I guess we're getting rid of one of these guys. Let's merge these. Good. And then let's get rid of all of our Ungor. It's a bit sad, isn't it? But that's quite an army. I'll take it. Yeah, having a bunch of marked units in here is going to be really fun. And we've got what? Oh, you've got great weapons. You've got halberds. So we've got some variety there. I mean, you've got magic attacks, which is cool. Like, it's nice that actually they have a just an infantry unit with magic attacks nowadays. You know, I've not really kept up with the meta at all for multiplayer, like even slightly. But I imagine that's a nice thing to have in your pocket. Let's see. Ammunition for Ungor raiders. Not a terrible idea. Let's get this thing. Make spells a bit cheaper and with better cooldown. I feel like we never seem to have enough magic these days, so cheaper spells sounds like a no-brainer. But is it, though? Who can say? Sure, I can, and I think it is. The Dark Moon. Okay, which one is this going to do? Plus 30%. Good. Extra 30% from rituals. And better income from post-battle loot. Yeah, more Winter Magic reserve capacity, but it doesn't mean we're going to actually get to that amount. But, yeah, big corruption. So, good stuff. But, what is the unique thing we're going to pick up? Endless Herd. 120% additional income from raiding. That might actually earn us a good amount of money. Replenishment, Bestial Rage, I mean, that's the only one that seems even remotely interesting, and we probably won't raid because we never bloody do, but still, that'll do, I think. So Morrsleeve is ascendant, usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament. The world is awash with its sick and terrible hue. Such an event is almost unheard of. It is the call of the Beastman, a sign that the herd has an opportunity to dominate. Lead them, Beast Lord, seize glory. Sure, the herd swells and grows, endless it seems. In a herd of such size, each beast demands much flesh in recompense. Cool. Oh, and they spotted us apparently. There was still a 100% chance to ambush, so did we get spotted or not? I have no idea. Not a... Got hiccups. Excellent. Hang on. Oh, it's gotta get you recruiting. 2 turns it takes to recruit? Well, I hate that. Alright, I guess we'll just sat here for a while then.
I cannot.
So while we're still in that stance, I just reapplied the ambush, I suppose. So this is something that I would like to see changed.
Your kind are not welcome here.
They do everything they can to protect their homeland. Mostly unmoved by the fate of others, I can see that. Barely considers other factions' strength during diplomacy. Which makes sense, because they're supposed to remain tiny. They should have, like, isolationist or something. Because this is something I don't like with the sandbox, really, in Warhammer, is that, you know, in Total War, any Total War, really, is there's always a sort of... These guys are sort of de facto allies, right? They live in the same city, so you assume some amount of cooperation would occur, right? However, the elves are quite happy just to occupy all of the destroyed territories from their ally. Not liberate it, just take it over. This is going to be theirs forever now. And like that I find really annoying, that the AI will just do that. But like, how do you stop that happening? Like, that's such a huge conundrum. You know, maybe if it was just I mean, are they even allied?
Guardian of the
No, they just like
crown.
each other. They're not even allied, are they? They just have a non-aggression pact, which feels insane that they're not allies. I mean, they're trading and have a non-aggression pact, so that's bizarre. But I guess, I don't know, they have some distance. You know, just they sort of keep to themselves when they're not trading. That's sort of the thing. It's a bit of a weird, you know, relationship they all have here. So, I don't know, it's odd. It's odd. But, like, yeah, them taking over all this area feels wrong, basically. Unless they're just like, well, you can look after it, so we're having it, because we're douchebags. Which does kind of fit. But, yeah, I almost feel like if you have allies, if an ally takes over a settlement that was yours within 10 turns of you having lost it, then they give it back to you. You know, then they give it back to you. I think that would be great. And maybe there's like a debuff or something for it, where it doesn't produce very well, or, you know, 50% of its income goes to the ally who liberated it. Something like that. Just something interesting, like a automatic mechanic that kicks in and tries to keep the status quo. Because, you know, change is fun on the map, but also, like, it can get kind of annoying when everything seems like it's out of place. And it doesn't take long to get out of place. You know, you turn up somewhere and nothing's quite where it's supposed to be. It's kind of weird in a game like Total War Warhammer, where you expect Bretonia to be full of Bretonians and things like that, you know. So it's, you know, it's a weird one. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you fix that, really. Then I guess a lot of that is these behaviours. You know, just these behaviours sort of help dictate the personality. And I think maybe that this guy needs isolationist as a trait, so they stay in their own territory, and they don't really seek conquering elsewhere. But anyway, though they favour the flesh of men, the Beastmen are indiscriminate in their hatred of all civilized races. Kind of tripped over that one, didn't I? Anyway, cooldown minus 10% for Lords of Beast, Wild, Shadows, Death, and cost is down by 10% too. Wandering Giants, unit capacity plus 3 for Giants, but only for 3 turns, which feels unusual. So does that mean we'll be above capacity if we do that? We can get Giants. Well, damn. Okay. Okay. I want a bunch of Giants. Sort of a no-brainer. And you're still recruiting. God damn it. So basically what I need to do, I need to attack that. Right. Or like attack that and that, ideally. And then I can do the ritual. And then it'll fill this up, hopefully, we can get it to 59. And I'll get the extra army capacity, I can build a new army, and then just get 5 giants training all at once. That's what I need to do. So I think what I'm going to do is actually stop these corn gores recruiting so I can get a move on. Because I want them giants. Oh, and we're going to declare war on someone else again, because of course we are. That's fine, we can mess about. Hello, Karaberg. Okay, we have a banner, 8 leadership, that guy can have it. He needs it, look at him, he needs it, bless him. Now, this probably doesn't need fighting, but yeah, we did suffer more casualties than I would like, but that's okay, sort of. We have like no money right now, so getting some cash might be worthwhile, but I would like to move more if possible, so I think we're going to raise in advance. Oh, what's this then? Mangelder. Mangelder saps the strength of mind as well as body. It is a weapon rightly feared across the old world. Extra bonus versus infantry, magic attacks, and it lowers enemy leadership. That is awesome. Because that's a different leadership penalty. So if I give that to this guy, he'll be affecting enemy leadership, and so will Khazrak. And so will you. Well, it calls fear. Oh, yeah, disemboweled. Damage over time. Yeah, nice. Alright, that's all pretty great. That is all pretty great. I like that. I like that a lot. We should also level you up while we're here. Let's give you... And I mean, Doom and Darkness can do it too. So yeah, he can also lower leadership. And it's a different leadership buff, debuff. So basically, as long as the ability has a different name, it stacks. Right? So if you have 2 abilities that are, you know... If you have 2 characters with Stand Your Ground and you use both of them, you're only going to get the effect of it once, basically. But if it's 2 abilities that have the same, like, stat bonuses, but they have different names, then they'll apply separately. It's the same with, like, debuffs and things, too. Like, you know, if you've got 2 units with poison attacking someone, they're only going to get the effect of poison. They're not going to get, like, double poison. So, you know, that's how that works. But Mangelder, it's a unique ability, so that'll stack with Scourge, and yeah. Well, it won't stack with Scourge, it'll stack with, God, what's it called? Discouraged. Discouraged. But anyway, let's level you up, shall we? Alright, Purple Sun Azirius. You know what, let's actually get Fate Abuna as well. I like Fate Abuna. It's very handy, you just sort of click on an enemy and they start dying. It's not as showy, though, but very handy. If we end up fighting something like Grail Knights, you can just, like, dumpster them quite easily. You know, hit them with that and hit them with the Spirit Leech. And, yeah. Job's done, really. And we can reach that next turn quite happily. Can I, if I do this, though? Ooh, maybe not.
Absolutely not.
Crap. So I'm just going to have to run at them. That's fine. Maybe he'll run at me. Yeah, definitely want to get those. Definitely want to get those giants. So performing that ritual, we are going to get. So this only. Oh, that lasts for 5 turns. That's fine. And we have 7 turns for that. So that's fine. So yeah, we are going to get 30% extra, which should work out quite well. I still think we want to take over another settlement before we do it, though. But I really hope we can get that extra unit capacity, that extra army capacity. We might need to attack Glimdwaro on the 3rd turn, which I think is okay. I think we should have time for that. And yeah, you can see, the higher level the settlement is, the more devastation you make. And that's something we haven't really seen yet. It's all been 4 for minor settlements, 6 for major settlements, has pretty much been the pattern for most of what we've been up to. Oh, it looks like they're poised on the outskirts with a few armies here. I'm a bit worried for poor old Bokal, but it's a pretty good army. But yeah, we might need to level this up further. This will be able to level up now. Sick. So I did want to get this too. the higher level lords, but frankly we can just replace whatever lord is babysitting the giants. So that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So we're just going to do this. And now, higher level. Hooray! So this gives us... What's that extra? It's not horde army capacity, ambush success chance. Oh, it's starting movement range for enemies is lowered some more as well. Cool. And that garrison has a couple of Centaurs in it now. Still a couple of Bestigors, couple Ungor, but yeah, 4 Gore herds as well. So it's looking a lot better. Okay, that's excellent. Alright, now I have to end the episode here, because my cat keeps hopping up and nibbling at my arms. Because he does that to get my attention when he's hungry or bored or remembered he can do that. So I better go see to him. Right. Okay, we're looking great. We're going to take these out. We're going to do a ritual. We're going to get a new army, fit it with giants, then do nothing with it. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Something. We'll figure it out. But I want the giants. Guys, if you're enjoying it, cat, stop. Nibbled my arm again. Hurt that time. He's clearly getting impatient. I'm doing my outro, buddy. You know what? He's learning from the beastman. He has a taste for man flesh. Silly little guy. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.